Guys, it's a very exciting day. We've got the Mini back. So it's been a good 6 months up with Paul at Racing Circuits, and he's rewired every component on the vehicle. It's brand spanking new. Every electrical component, every wire has been changed. Really gone to town on the car. So let me take a few minutes, show you around what we've been up to. Okay, so let's start up front. So down below, we've now got fuel pump and everything wired in. The electric water pump is now wired in, horns wired in. We've got new wiring to the wiper motor. We've got a new alarm, so that's a little siren for the alarm. We've lost all the wiring down the channels here, and it's all nicely tucked now on the subframes. New wiring to the headlights. We've got rid of the HIDs, so we've now got LED headlights. So I just need to scrap that little bracket there. It's much cleaner, much tidier, but the level of detail that Paul at Racing Circuits has gone to is phenomenal. You'll see he's even made a little 3D printed mount just to take the wires through there. So LED headlights now, LED indicators. Working our way around the car. Rear lights are all LED now as well. They've got LED bulbs in there. Top of the engine, everything's nice and tidy. We've got 2 spare wires here. They're just for oil pressure and oil temperature. I just need to plumb them in. But you see how tidy the wires are. Back of the engine, the injector wiring come up from underneath, as so does the fuel line, so it's really tidy. We've now got drive-by-wire throttle, so there's no mechanical throttle linkage on this car. Open up the boot. We've got the 2 extractor fans mounted in. We've got LED number plate lights. One thing I'd said to Paul was I was really quite particular about drilling into the car. Spent so much time welding up little holes and everything, and fixing rust. So he's used special sort of mechanically bonded tabs. So under here, I need to get rid of this because this is the oil pressure sensor for the ETB DigiDash, which is now gone. So only thing I need to do is put a sandwich plate on the oil filter, so I can then put the 2 sensors in it for these 2 connections. But like I say, the level of detail is crazy. You know, there's even a 3D little printed mount there just to hold those wires nicely in situ. But you know, rear lights are all ran in, really smart. And then he's ran it factory up over the top. He's even 3D printed a nice little interior light up there. It goes over the roll cage. Let's take you inside. This is the real fun bit. So, in here, start on the left. Haltech 1500 ECU down there. We've got obviously battery, which is not fully mounted. We've got sort of grommets and earth and battery points there on a little carbon plate. And then wiring then runs up the middle alongside the gear cables, up through the hole I left in the dash, and then up to the fuse board up here. So a little carbon panel, fuse board and ignition relays, fan, that type of thing are all up there. We've also got a heated screen timer mounted in. So obviously essentially with that it's on a timer like a modern car. So if I put the heated screen on, it'll stay on for I think 10 minutes and then it'll time out. So the dash isn't in, so that's a thing for the alarm mobilizer that will go on the dash. We've got the Haltech IC7 digital dash here in a 3D printed mount. So that's going to obviously attach to the dash. That's the alarm. And this thing here, this is the cool thing. That powers all of this. So wiper, wash, side lights, main beam, indicators, horn, start, other indicator, and then finally a little control panel here. So 12 volt charging port with USBs in it, ignition, heated screen, I think that's the interior light, fog light, and then those are the fans for the in the boot lid. So let's just flip the ignition on. So the fuel pump primes and then goes off once it's primed. It's the IC7. But obviously here we've got side lights, toggle them on. Obviously that then corresponds with the dash, you can see it changes. So side lights are on the garage wall. Main beam, toggle them on and off. Side lights off. We can obviously do indicators from here. Again, correlate with that. If we press both indicators, oh, that's the horn. Both indicators, if you can reach with one hand, puts on hazard lights. Either one of them will just cancel. So quick release steering wheel. This is the party trick. No wires. So I jump out the car now, put the steering wheel up on that hook. I'll take that with me. I can now operate any of them controls from here. So, yeah, side lights, main beam, obviously horns, indicators, all work from here now. Put them both on, got hazards, cancel that out. Real cool part. the alarm as well, immobiliser. So let me know what you think, but I'm extremely happy. So the only thing now is just to do some odd bits, get it just sort of tied up loose ends. Door cards back on. I need to flat down the paint and give it a polish because it's straight out the gun. And obviously really exciting that it actually runs now. So Paul from Racing Circuits is very good friends with Paul from TPW, and he's been up, calibrated the drive-by-wire throttle, and he's obviously loaded a base map onto Haltech 1500. So I've got it booked in 2 weeks time to go to him and get properly tuned up, and then we can actually start driving it again. So really excited. Let me know what you think, guys.